Have you ever wondered why your dog always opts to lie right next to you every night? Is it because it's warm out of habit or love? Maybe yes, but there's a deeper reason that only those who have nearly lived out their lives truly understand. When you're over 70, the room becomes quieter, the night seems longer, and life's pace slows down. But in that stillness, there is one small creature that comes to your side each evening, silent, unhurried, simply lying down, breathing softly and staying put. To you, it may seem just a habit, but for the dog, it's a ritual of loyalty. Your bed is not just a place to sleep, it's a safe haven, the spot they choose to keep watch over the person they love. Every breath taken, every exhale is a quiet message, I'm here. You can rest easy. Perhaps love when you're past 70 is no longer about the words or big hugs. It becomes presence, a look, a gentle warmth, a small body curled up at the foot of the bed. That alone can make the room feel less empty and the heart feel more at ease. If your dog is still sleeping next to you tonight, smile and give a like as a thank you to that steadfast friend. And don't forget to hit subscribe so we can keep meeting in warm, simple stories where love doesn't need words, just a heart that listens. 1. They don't just sleep because they love you, but because they choose you as home. Many people think a dog sleeps next to them because of love, comfort, or warmth. But the truth is they choose you because you are the safest place in the world. In a dog's world, choosing where to sleep is one of the most instinctive and important decisions. The place they lie down is where they believe they will not be harmed. If every night your dog still comes to lie next to you, softly curling at your feet or leaning against you, that's not random. It's a conscious choice repeated out of trust. After 70, a person slows down steps, voice and rhythm all gentler. That calmness makes you the perfect kindred friend for a dog who has long lived with you. Dogs don't need you to be doing something, they just need your presence, your steady breathing, familiar voice, familiar scent. All those little things create a safe world they keep returning to night after night. According to research in the Journal of Animal Behavior, dogs only sleep close to people whom they feel as safe as in the pack. In other words, when they lie beside you, they are seeing you as the pack leader, someone they can trust even in deep sleep. So when your dog softly curls at the foot of the bed, don't think it's just a cute gesture. It's a declaration that you are their home, the place they belong. And if one day you feel lonely, look down at the foot of the bed. There may be a pair of brown eyes closed in peace because they know no matter how the world outside changes, they are safe beside you. 2. The message in the breath. When two rhythms meet. Have you noticed how when night falls, your dog often lies beside you? Takes a soft sigh before drifting off. That breath isn't random. For the dog, it's a way of saying, I'm okay now. In their world, breath is a language. When a dog relaxes and breathes deeply, it's a sign they're at peace, synced with your rhythm. It's strange, but also beautiful, because often two beings of different species can understand each other just by breathing. After 70, your rhythm and the dog's rhythm become strangely aligned. Neither needs many words, neither needs hurry. A slow breath, a soft sigh, a quiet presence that's enough to feel love. If you listen closely, you'll discover your dog often adjusts its breathing to yours. When you slow down, they slow down. When you sleep calmly, they breathe evenly. It's as though they're tuning into your heart, ensuring you're safe by syncing with your rhythm. According to research in the Animal Cognition Journal, sleeping close to their owner helps dogs and humans synchronize heart rates, a phenomenon called emotional synchronization, meaning breath-based empathy. For a dog, it's not just instinct, it's a choice of the heart. And perhaps in the quietest nights when the room is dark, the two of you, one breath from you, one breath from them, are keeping time together for the most precious thing, the feeling of being loved and understood. So next time you hear your dog quietly sigh beside you, don't just think it's a small nighttime sound. Smile because it's the quietest message they're sending you. I'm okay because you're here. 3. Sleep positions. Tell the tale of trust. If you look closely, you'll see your dog never just lies down randomly. Each night, the place they choose, the distance, and their sleeping posture all carry something special, something that helps you realize their love is much deeper than you think. When a dog lies on your chest feeling your heartbeat, that's not just about warmth. It's a sign of absolute trust. They are syncing their heart with yours as if saying, I want to feel your heart to know you're still here. If they curl at your feet or stretch along your body, it's love mixed with responsibility. They are close enough to keep watch far enough so you can sleep well. In a dog's world that is love with respect, you love but you maintain the order of the pack. And if one night you wake to find your dog's head resting on the pillow or right by your shoulder, don't think it's just a cute gesture. In the wild, only dogs who trust their leader most would lie near the head. That means you're not just the owner, you're the leader. Someone they both respect and love. Occasionally you may notice your dog leaning their back on you, their back pressed against yours, not turning around or keeping watch. That is the highest level of trust. Because when a dog sleeps with their back to you, it means they no longer feel they need to be on guard. They trust you will protect them, whether in shadow or in dream. According to Behavioral Science Journal, when dogs sleep near their owners, both release oxytocin, the hormone responsible for feelings of safety, belonging, and happiness. And weirdly, this connection goes deeper the older the owner gets. Perhaps this is nature's way of letting two hearts, a human's and a dog's, discover peace together as time flows on. So tonight, if your dog lies in their familiar spot again, take a moment. Their sleeping position is the story of trust written in warmth and presence. 4. Little things that make sleep harder for both of you. We always think, the dog sleeps with me, that's happiness. What's there to worry about? But in truth, sometimes it's the small things in the room that make both your sleep and the dog's sleep heavier. As you get older, human sleep becomes thinner, jumpier. And for a dog, especially an older dog, the ability to tolerate light sound and shifts in temperature is weaker. So a TV left on overnight, a new air freshener scent, or a small noise can make them uneasy. Wake up many times. Have you noticed? Sometimes in the middle of the night, your dog quietly shifts, changes places, or emits a small whine, not because of a dream, but because a lighter sound disturbed them. According to the Veterinary Sleep Research Institute, humans and dogs share synchronized sleep cycles. If one shifts or is startled, the other is more likely to wake too. And so the two old friends, you and your dog, unintentionally make each other's sleep fragile. But the good news is, with a few small changes, you can help both of you sleep more deeply and peacefully. Turn off the lights early, keep the room dark and quiet. If you usually leave the TV running, try turning it off and playing soft music. Don't change the dog's blanket or sleeping spot too often, because for them, the scent and the familiar spot are the feeling of safety. If your dog has a favorite bed, leave it there, don't pack it away just because you want tidiness. Because sometimes the thing you consider messy is actually the only safe corner for a loyal heart. After 70, both you and your dog need stability, not just in your routines but also in things that seem invisible: scent, sound, light, each other's breathing. Sleeping now isn't just resting, it's a way for two souls to heal together. So each night before sleep, glance over to the side. If your dog lies peacefully breathing evenly, that's a sign they feel safe. And if you feel lighter, calmer, that's because the two of you are giving each other a priceless gift: serenity. 5. When closeness becomes a silent call of fear. There are nights when your dog suddenly behaves differently. They lie right against you, press themselves tight, refusing to budge. You might think they love me so much they want to be closer. But sometimes that closeness isn't about loving more, it's because they're scared. Dogs can't speak, but their body tells the story clearly. When they're anxious, frightened, or in pain, they will seek the place where they feel safest. That's you. They press against your leg, lie by your chest, or cling at your side. Not because they want cuddles, but because inside them is a small storm only you can calm. Sometimes the cause is simple thunder, a change in the house, or the absence of someone they know. But sometimes it's a sign that their body is speaking. They might be hurting somewhere uncomfortable or feeling weaker in a way they don't know how to express. If you notice your dog is sleeping closer than usual or constantly trying to press into, you don't just smile and chalk it up to affection. Pay a little more attention. Do they eat less? Are they whimpering quietly, licking one spot repeatedly, or only sleep soundly when you touch them? If so, very possibly they need to be checked or simply need you by their side a little longer. According to the American Veterinary Journal, older dogs often show fear or pain through the behavior, cling for comfort, an action increasingly seen when owners age too. And sometimes that behavior mirrors the owner's own feelings: loneliness, emptiness, or a difficult night's sleep. After 70, both you and your dog become more sensitive. You fear loneliness and they fear losing you. So when one of you is uneasy, both naturally seek each other as though two candles flickering in the dark, lighting each other's way. If tonight your dog again lies pressed tightly against you, gently place your hand on their back, inhale deep, then exhale slowly. You may say nothing, but through that breath they will understand all's okay now. I'm here with you. And sometimes just that a gentle touch, a steady breath is enough for both to find peace. 6. The promise in the moment. Before closing our eyes, before drifting to sleep, there's a small moment. Few notice when your dog turns. A few times lightly, adjust their spot, then breathe softly. To you, it might seem just a familiar motion, but for them, it's the ritual of love. In that moment, the dog is quietly watching you, observing how you shift, hearing your breath, sensing your heartbeat slow. When they're sure you're okay, then they close their eyes, as if they want to say, "You can sleep now, I'll keep watch." According to the Human-Animal Connection Journal, dogs don't ever sleep fully when beside the person they love. A part of their brain remains awake, listening, feeling, protecting. And that is what makes the bond between human and dog sacred, not because they sleep with you, but because they also stay alert for you. If you've ever noticed sometimes when you stir slightly, they lift their head, look at you, then lie down again. Not because they've been awakened, but because they want to make sure you're still okay. And when you lie still again, they sigh a long sigh of reassurance. After 70, maybe the most beautiful thing isn't having someone to talk to every day, but having a small creature who still chooses to lie next to you each night, quiet, patient, infinitely loyal. No words, no promises spoken, just a look and a breath. They tell you, "Tonight I'm here and tomorrow I'll be too." That is the unspoken promise kept by a dog for the one they love. A simple promise, yet deeper than any words. When you are over 70, maybe love no longer means grand gestures, but that one small creature still chooses to stay by your side day after day, night after night, just to say, "I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." If tonight when you turn off the light, you see your dog curled up beside you, smile softly and whisper, "Thank you." Because perhaps that very humble moment is what warms your heart and helps you believe that someone is still listening, still keeping watch for you in the silence of the night. If you understand this, hit like as a thank you to your loyal friend and subscribe. So we meet again each week in simple stories where love doesn't need words, just a heart that listens. And if tonight your dog lies curled beside you again, sleep peacefully because maybe they are still guarding your dream.